Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Launchpad webinar series. And today's session is all about search engine optimization or SEO, those dreaded three words. Now, I think there seems to be quite a bit of intimidation amongst founders when it comes to SEO. It seems overly technical, and as a result, many founders just steer clear of it. However, I'd say there's been so much change in the SEO landscape over the last 2 years that if you've never considered SEO, now is the perfect time to see how SEO can help you achieve growth for your business. So, in this session, we're going to explore SEO in a bit more detail, and hopefully, you'll take away some quick wins that you can apply to your business to help you achieve growth in 2025. So, first of all, we'll look at what SEO is, and then we'll look at SEO fundamentals. So, what quick wins can you apply to help optimize your brand for SEO? Then we'll do a 2024 retrospective. What are some of those key changes that I was talking about that hopefully you can take advantage of to help grow your business? Then I'll be providing my key tips for mastering SEO in 2025. And finally, we'll provide a quick summary with some key takeaways. So, first of all, what is SEO? Well, search engine optimization is the process of improving the quality and quantity of website traffic from search engines. The aim of SEO is to make your products or services easy to find. And there are four key components of SEO. So, first, content, which is having the most relevant and best answers to a prospect's question. Then you have on page SEO, which is ensuring website content, meta tags, headings, and URLs are search friendly. We then have off page SEO, which is about guiding traffic from other sites to your brand. And finally, we have technical SEO. So these are the technical aspects such as website speed, mobile friendliness, and site structure. So if you don't take away anything from this session, I'd like you to consider these 6 quick wins that you can apply today to help improve your SEO score. So, first of all, clear content. Ensure that your website's content is clearly and accurately describing your company's value proposition. Remember that when people search, they're using pretty simple language. And if your language is vague or complex, you're less likely to be picked up on a search engine. Keywords. Find out the keywords linked to your business and use them organically in your content. What are the common words or phrases that customers may use when searching for a product or service that you provide? Then we have metadata. Ensure that your website's assets are all clearly described using keywords and original language. Have you ever wondered how certain images end up at the top of the Google image search page? Well, that's because the metadata, the information behind the image or the media asset, is clearly describing what the customer or what the end user is seeing. Then we have backlinks. So ensure your website is included on authoritative sources to drive website traffic to your page. So the more backlinks you have, the more your website is linked on other people's sites, the higher the chance of you being picked up through search engine optimization. And we also have reviews. So encourage your customers to give clear and detailed reviews on third party websites like Google. And finally, media file size. Minimize the size and number of media files hosted on your website to ensure that your page loads quickly. If you have a website that loads very slowly because it's trying to load loads of bulky images or video content, then it's less likely to be picked up through search engines. So now we'll move on to the 2024 retrospective. What's changed over the last couple of years that you can take advantage of? So, first of all, you may have noticed Google has launched new e commerce features on its search engine results page. So, you'll notice that it has included new features such as new deals, destination pages, discount tracking on the Chrome browser, price insights and alerts again in the Chrome browser, and also filtered results options on the left hand side. You may have also noticed that Google AI overviews now dominate search engine results pages. So, this is resulting in organic visibility plummeting as a result because the top of the page will be dedicated to some of the AI overview information. Organic click through rates, CTRs, are decreasing as users find answers without having to click through websites. And also, internet users are becoming more comfortable writing longer queries as they know that AI can respond effectively to more natural language. And finally, we probably have all noticed the rise of AI optimized virtual assistants. So we're seeing a reduced reliance on traditional search engines like Google because people are using Siri or Copilot or ChatGPT to answer queries. We're seeing queries becoming more conversational because we are speaking to an AI as opposed to typing a query in a search bar. And we're also seeing the rise of sales in smart speakers and the utilization of virtual assistants. So, more people have got smart speakers in their house and therefore are going to be speaking to those smart speakers, making queries. And those queries typically will happen using natural language as opposed to the way that we normally type something in the search bar. So, what can you do about all of these key changes? Well, first of all, you can ensure that your website is mobile friendly. Around 60% of internet usage happens on smartphones and tablets. So ensure your website is optimized for mobile phones and consider its burden on mobile data. Again, when we think about the fact that slow loading impacts your SEO performance, if you've got a lot of images and your users are using mobile data while they're out and about, that's going to slow down the loading of those web pages. So making sure your website is mobile friendly is key here. Optimize your content for large language models. So again, when we talk about generative AI tools like ChatGPT, they are more capable of handling the way that we naturally ask questions and more detailed prompts. So think about the way that that might impact the way that your content is found using some of these search engines. So focus on creating clear, concise, and factually accurate information structured in a logical way. Also, think about incorporating relevant keywords and consider using conversational language in your descriptions. I'd also recommend that you create an AI optimized blog. Use AI tools to ensure that your content naturally incorporates known keywords and can be picked up by relevant searches. You can also create YouTube videos to support your content and create customer intimacy. YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. One thing you may notice is videos tend to come up right near the top of any relevant queries. So ensure your content is more easily discoverable. And one quick win would be turning anything on your frequently asked questions into a video and making sure that those videos have optimized descriptions, titles, and tags. And finally, we have to accept that people may not buy from your website. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Online shoppers now have more ways than ever to discover your products. Most popular social media platforms have introduced e-commerce functionality. So consider making your products and services available on third-party platforms like Amazon, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. I hope that was useful and you'll be able to apply some of that to your business, your brand. But in summary, I'd like you to think about the following. Ensure your website is mobile friendly. More often than not, people are engaging with your brand using their mobile phones. So make sure the mobile viewing experience is just as good, if not better, than the desktop experience. Optimize your content for large language model questions. Because of the rise of smart speakers and the sophistication of generative AI tools, people are using longer queries and actually speaking more conversationally when they're making queries. So make sure that your answers are more in line with the types of queries that customers may be using now. Create AI optimized blog content. This for me is a no brainer. The use of tools like ChatGPT can make writing blogs a lot easier. But also, you can create prompts like including certain keywords so they're naturally flowing within your blog content. Also, the key thing about AI is that they may be able to identify keywords relevant to your business or brand that you have overlooked. So, for me, it's a really good way of making sure that you have content which resonates with your audience and also answers key questions. Next, create YouTube videos to support your content and encourage customer intimacy. We have to face the facts that customers, including you and I, are having shorter and shorter attention spans. So if there is a video that can tell us the answer to our question, as opposed to having to read it in a long form piece of content, we're more likely to look at the video. So we can hack that by producing videos ourselves. And one quick win would be having a look at your frequently asked questions page and turning some of those answers into videos. And finally, we have to accept that people may not buy from your website, but that doesn't mean that they won't buy from you. So make your products and services available in the spaces that your customers are actually visiting. So that's it from me. I really hope that that was helpful and you've got some good insights that you can take away and apply to your business. But if you do have any questions, by all means, feel free to write it in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. But until next time, have a great one. Take care.